Today, I'm super excited. I've got my brother Tony here with me. We're going to reminisce about the time that we both got to meet Sylvester McCoy, aka the Seventh Doctor. So I can't wait to talk all about that.
Today on the Doctor Who Guide.
The best box set that you can buy for Doctor Who.
Hello and welcome back to the Doctor Who Guide, a community where it's all about
building.
You're playing with me.
Expanding.
Yeah.
Inverse imploding.
Inverse, that's exactly it. Growing your knowledge collection and connection with other Doctor Who fans. Today, I'm very excited to have my brother, Tony, on the channel. You've been on a couple of times, but it's been too long. Thank you so much for joining me.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Let's talk about 2015 Supermegafest. This one was like in a big sort of, probably what used to be a warehouse building, fall day, and I went as the Fifth Doctor, and you went as the Ninth Doctor. I think it's hilarious that neither of us went as the Seventh Doctor.
Yeah, no, I just did the Ninth Doctor because it's easy, and even though I have the opposite hair, I just pulled it back and called it good.
So real quick, I have been wanting to tell this story for a long time. The reason I'm getting around to it now is because Wizard World Entertainment reached out to me and asked if I would share and promote one of their events that's coming up on October 25th. It's a free live stream that's happening on their Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube channels. They've got Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, Paul McGann, Daphne Ashbrook, Nicola Bryant, Sophie Aldred, Katy Manning, and Terry Molloy. They're not paying me to make this video, but they have given me a special affiliate link if you should want to buy one of the one-on-one 2-minute video sessions or 2-minute personalized video messages or any of the autographs that they have on their site. They do ship to the UK. I don't know how expensive that shipping is, but the event itself is free, so it'd be nice to see some of the Who crew at the live stream. Anyway, back to the video. The day of, I know I was super nervous. It was really exciting. I remember being in the building. This is 2015, so it's another year. I think it would be exactly a year before I started the channel, and I didn't record it. I wanted, like, looking back, I kind of wish I had. I remember seeing Sylvester McCoy across the hallway and like just absolutely fanboying, like getting really excited, like, oh my gosh, he's here.
There were 3 specific moments with him because there was the photo, the like little meet and greet, and then the panel.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know which happened first. I want to say the quick
photo happened. We, waited in line, but it wasn't a super busy con. Like, there were people there, but it wasn't like these huge cons that you'd expect to meet somebody as high profile as Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah, and I mean, this con also had Jonathan Frakes, so it was
right.
It felt kind of like a fluke to have such a small con have such large guests.
So we brought with us for the photo op a TARDIS pillow that I believe is yours. I think I may have commandeered it since, but we brought it because I think it was your idea or something. Like, he can just hold it.
I think it was my attempt to make the Ninth Doctor cosplay a little more obvious, because if you're not looking carefully, it just looks like you're a dude in normal clothes.
Yeah, that's true. His outfit is quite easy to cosplay in that sense, but it's not so recognizable.
Also, it was my pillow, but I kind of took your base, so we're even.
Well, a pillow that Sylvester McCoy held, a bass guitar, I'd call that an even trade. The photo op is very quick. We get there, it's amazing. There's sort of just a like hello moment, like a brief greeting, and then you just have to stare and smile. What I remember is Sylvester McCoy lets out this sound that's a cross between an exclamatory yell and a laugh, almost a guffaw, but it brought, like, I was already smiling. We were both smiling from just being with him, but it just made you laugh in that moment. And the photographer took the photo, and, like, I mean, do you remember that?
Not specifically, but I do remember the photo coming out good.
So, like, I mean, look at that. That's a brilliant photo of all 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how is that allowed to happen? There you are. I still have that shirt, that red shirt.
I still have that jacket, actually.
That's real celery in my pocket, you know, not to flex, but it was real. That's what was the main concern with photo ops. It's like, do I look terrible and do we have to go back and retake it? We got the photo. It looks great. I think then we went up to just say hello to him. Normally, people go up and they get things signed. I did actually get one thing signed.
Spent all the money. Yeah, you got a book signed.
I remember with almost every guest that we've ever gone to at a convention, we play that game of you go in line, they think you're going to sign stuff, and we're just like, no, we're just here to say hello. And that's the conventions that we go to, they're small enough that that's sort of allowed. But I remember we met Billy D. Williams that way. We met so many people just saying hello.
Oh, yeah. I've got like a million scraps of paper with little autographs because I was never prepared for anything.
Right.
Now they're just mostly random voice actors.
Right. That day, and they're an investment too. The autographs, the photos. The photo was $50, and the autograph was also $50, which $100 is a lot to drop in one day. Not quite so much for conventions, but I remember getting my target novelization of Survival signed. So, you know, he signed that with his Roman numeral of 7, and that was really exciting. But I remember you speaking up for me, but that's basically it.
I remember like pretty much nothing of that part.
Right? Isn't it weird?
I remember when we're talking to Jonathan Frakes.
Right. He was really nice. He took his time to look through. You know, our sister's a huge TNG fan.
He was looking through that Star Trek book we had him sign.
Right, for Julia. And so we told him, you know, Julia's a big fan. And he spent so much time. There was a line behind us, but he was just full going right through it.
All these people like, that guy's dead, that guy's dead.
And he called Picard Old Baldy. Jean-Luc Picard, just, oh, there's Old Baldy. And he called us gentleman.
But I don't remember... He also fist bumped. He was ahead of the COVID curve. He did not want a handshake. He fist bumped. But I don't remember talking with Sylvester McCoy.
Right? It's strange. That part, I remember like you saying that he's a really big fan, like trying to, because I definitely undersold myself. I was definitely starstruck, nervous, but I mean, he was really nice. He was very nice, in a good mood. And my favorite interaction happened at the panel.
Yes.
That was incredible. So Sylvester McCoy, if you've ever been to a panel or seen videos of the panel, he's a very active host. He loves to walk around the audience, up and down the aisles. Thank goodness they had a long enough bike cord, because, you know, he was everywhere all at once, and he would take questions and walk around to people. And I think you got a question answered.
Possibly. Mostly what I remember is what you're about to say, and him telling stories about filming Survival.
Oh, yes. And he always tells the remembrance one where it's like they set off too many explosions, and so like responders came, and like, you know, I think probably police or something, they were just, their jaws dropped as they saw an ultimate weapons Dalek sort of coming out of the smoke. He's asking for questions. I raised my hand and he picks me, right? I was on an aisle seat. We were kind of near the aisle. So, and so I asked him, who's your favorite doctor? And he goes, who's my favorite doctor? Who's your favorite doctor? And he walks up to me, grabs me by the coat lapels, and shakes me, threatening me, like clearly indicating, you better say 7th Doctor. Like, who's your favorite doctor? And I let out this squeak of 7, and everybody gets a good laugh out of it. I'm dressed as the 5th Doctor. Clearly, like, even though the 5th Doctor is not my favorite, one assumes the kind of what you're wearing is who's your favorite. But man, Sylvester McCoy threatened me. He touched the coat lapels, like he actively throttled me. So that was my claim to fame.
Was Capaldi a thing in 2015?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
2014, 2015.
Capaldi, I would have said that 7 was my favorite.
Oh, yeah, right.
Capaldi is, you know, at least as cool, I think.
I love the 7th Doctor. I love Capaldi. I know you love Capaldi because he plays guitar.
Yes, but the 7th Doctor also played a little.
Yeah, he definitely he held one at one point. And his Doctor is just so great, and you know, it depends. Sometimes you get guests at a convention and they're tired, they're having a bad day, that happens. But today, Sylvester McCoy was in fine form. He did go on to answer my question of saying that that Patrick Troughton was sort of his inspiration and he admired him, and I think saw him first as the Doctor, or maybe just admired him for taking over the role. But man, what a day. And of course, we got to meet Jonathan Frakes as William T. Riker. We had a photo with him, which was great. So, I mean, a jam-packed day. We were smiling.
One of the dwarves from The Hobbit, right?
Oh, was that also at the same convention?
I want to say that was the same convention.
Was it Balin? Was it the guy who looked like Santa Claus?
No, it was the guy who had the axe in his head.
Oh, right, the guy with the axe in his head.
The name is William Kircher.
Okay.
Played Biffer.
Biffer, okay. I got the B right anyway. Man, what a day. What a day. We met all of these people. You actually got me into going to conventions, which thank you for that. It's so much fun. And how many have you been to total at an estimate?
I haven't kept great track, but it must be over 30 various
Right. Thank you so much for being here. It was so much fun reminiscing about this incredible day. Tony also has his own YouTube channel. You can check it out, subscribe. He's got incredible music videos. I have filmed most of them, but the one that is the most famous on his channel, I have not filmed, and he often reminds me of that fact. But definitely check it out. Give him a subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You say it. Take us out.
Your knowledge collection and connection.
Perfect. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.